We live in cities packed with millions, yet so many of us feel profoundly alone. We walk through rivers of faces, sit in crowded cafes, but emotional distance persists. It's a strange paradox. Never more physically close, never more emotionally apart. We see each other, but rarely connect. Solitude can be beautiful, but loneliness is an ache, a hunger for connection that goes unfed. You can be at a party, laughing, and still feel deeply alone. On your daily commute, you're pressed against strangers but never speak. We've learned to build invisible walls even in crowds. This modern loneliness is a quiet epidemic, whispering to us after the city's noise fades. We were promised connection in the big city, but often find only superficial interactions. We are social animals, built for community, yet disconnected from the tribe we need. Our daily rituals train us to be near others without engaging. The city's promise of opportunity often delivers isolation. We need our pack, but in the concrete jungle, we've lost our way. The ache of loneliness lingers, even in the busiest places. We crave real connection, not just proximity. The city's crowded solitude is the new normal, but it doesn't have to be. Technology promised to connect us, and in some ways, it did. We can talk to anyone, anywhere, instantly. But this constant connection is often just an illusion of intimacy. A like isn't a hug, a comment isn't a real conversation. We're consuming social junk food. It fills us up briefly, but leaves us empty. Even together, we're distracted by our devices, only half present. We've traded deep, meaningful ties for a sprawling network of weak ones. Technology was meant to be a bridge, but for many it's become a wall. We're always connected, but rarely truly reached. More friends online, fewer to call at 3 a.m. The screen keeps us safe from vulnerability, but locks us in digital loneliness. The promise of connection has left us more isolated than ever. Modern cities are built for privacy, not community. We live stacked in apartments but rarely know our neighbors. Our homes are sanctuaries and prisons. The third places that once fostered community are vanishing, replaced by spaces for consumption. Suburbs and city streets are designed for cars, not people. We've engineered spontaneous interaction out of our lives. Work is now remote, temporary, and transactional. The rituals that once built community, shared lunches, chats by the coffee machine, are fading. Every social interaction feels like a performance, making us retreat further. It's easier to stay in than go out, to order in than meet up. We're told to be independent, but it's left us disconnected from the collective. The architecture of our lives prioritizes efficiency over connection. We need to reclaim the messy, vital business of living alongside others. Loneliness isn't just an issue for the elderly, it affects all ages. Studies show young people, especially millennials and Gen Z, report the highest levels of loneliness. They're digital natives, supposedly the most connected, yet feel the most alone. The problem isn't lack of contact, but lack of meaningful connection. Pressure to succeed and present a perfect life online leaves little room for vulnerability. Loneliness is not a personal failing, it's a natural response to an unnatural way of living. For most of human history, we lived in tight-knit tribes. Separation meant danger. When we feel lonely, it's a signal, a basic human need unmet. Loneliness can affect anyone, the CEO, the popular teen, the new parent, the newcomer. On the surface, they may seem fine, but inside, they struggle with isolation. Loneliness is a shared human vulnerability. It's not about being alone, but feeling unseen. Anyone can experience it, regardless of age or circumstance. It's a universal signal. We need each other. Connection is a fundamental human need. Loneliness isn't just sad, It's a serious health threat. Chronic loneliness triggers constant stress, flooding our bodies with harmful hormones. The health risks are staggering, as bad as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, worse than obesity. It raises the risk of heart attack, stroke, dementia, and weakens the immune system. Loneliness disrupts sleep, accelerates aging, and increases depression and anxiety. It creates a vicious cycle. Loneliness leads to depression, which leads to more isolation. Our brains become more suspicious, seeing rejection where there is none. We need to treat loneliness as a medical issue, not just a social one. Doctors should ask about social connections, not just physical health. Public health campaigns must address social isolation. Social health is as vital as physical health. We can't have a healthy society if we're lonely and disconnected. Our bodies and minds are crying out for connection. Despite its prevalence, loneliness is shrouded in shame. Admitting loneliness feels like admitting failure or unworthiness. In a culture obsessed with popularity and independence, loneliness feels like a personal flaw. This shame silences us. We suffer in private, convinced we're the only ones. Social media's highlight reels deepen the sense of isolation. We compare our real lives to others' curated ones and feel inadequate. Loneliness is an experience, not an identity. It's not permanent. But stigma makes it feel like a life sentence. So we hide it, pretending to be fine while the ache grows. The performance is exhausting, and the shame keeps us from seeking help. The cruel twist shame blocks us from the very connection we need. We're trapped, and shame is the guard at the door. Social media amplifies our shame by turning life into a performance. We post highlight reels, cropping out the messy and painful parts. Our brains compare our reality to others' perfection, leaving us feeling inadequate and alone. Social media encourages constant comparison and relentless positivity. Vulnerability, the gateway to real connection, gets lost. We're afraid to show our true, imperfect selves, so we keep performing, liking each other's perfect lives, while feeling isolated. The irony: we connect over struggles, not successes. But social media rewards performance, not honesty. We're all pretending to be happy, blocking the real connection we crave. The architecture of social media keeps us apart even as it claims to bring us together. There's no app for deep connection, no quick fix. Rebuilding connection is slow, messy, and requires effort. It means stepping out from behind screens and taking risks. Real connection is built in small, everyday moments. A chat with a barista, learning a neighbor's name, joining a group. Put your phone away and give someone your full attention. These moments are the threads of community. We must relearn presence, listening with empathy, not just waiting to talk. Giving full attention says, "You matter, I see you." It's not always easy. Rejection and awkwardness happen, but connection is about effort, not perfection. Show up, be willing to be vulnerable, and accept imperfection. Real relationships aren't like movies. They're messy, and that's what makes them real. The work is worth it. Every small gesture matters. Connection grows from showing up again and again. Combating loneliness starts with a single step: choosing connection over isolation. The ache you feel is a human need, not a flaw. You're not broken. You're living in a disconnected world. Don't wait for rescue. Be the rescuer. Call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Let them hear your voice. Ask how they are, and really listen. Your call could be a lifeline for someone else, and for yourself. Build your own tribe. Join a club. Volunteer. Find people who share your interests. Shared work and purpose create natural connection. The city can be a place of infinite possibility for connection. Every person you pass has a story, hopes, and fears. The antidote to loneliness is seeing others as fellow humans, not strangers. Offer a smile, a kind word, a gesture of recognition. Connection starts here, now, with us. The fight against loneliness is collective. We can choose to reach out and change everything.